Hey guys, Evanswers Z111 here today, bringing you the second episode of Evanswers. If you don't know, this is a question and answer series that's going to be coming out on the 11th of every single month, and it started through the Patreon stuff. It was one of the milestones, and this is the second episode I'm doing, so I've still got a lot of, I've got a huge backlog of questions to work through, but I asked on Twitter as well, so there'll be some recent questions thrown in as well. If you don't know, this was in my vlog that went up yesterday, I believe. I'm still ill. I'm still really ill, so if the quality of this video is still pretty shitty, then that is why. I've had a horrible migraine and fever and stuff, and it's just been really horrible, as well as having to deal with moving out, and I'm going back to Clophill to see my family for 10 days or so in August, so like a week from now. But yeah, I'm ill. This is my advances video. I'm just going to get on with the questions now because I'm waffling on too much. First question is by Zach Sudmeyer. That's a very strange surname, so sorry if I got pronunciation wrong. But the question is, how did you get the nickname Evans and why the 111? Now, I wish there was an interesting story to this, but there's not. My brother had the name Evans 111, and that was with an S, and then we kind of wanted to have similar names, so I took Evans with a Z 111, and that's why I've always clarified that Evans was Z 111. When I started doing YouTube videos, my brother got a lot of friend requests saying, "Oh, are you that person who makes YouTube videos?" Because I was saying, "Hey guys, Evans 111 here." Well, I was saying something else, but I was saying Evans 111. Now I need to clarify with a Z, because apparently people don't realise otherwise. But yeah, I just copied the name off him. I have no idea why he came up with Evans 111, but he did. I know his old RuneScape name was 111 Joseph, Joseph being his first name, and then when he created a PS3 account it was Evans 111, so I think it was just, he likes 111 as a number and he did Evans because it's our surname. So yeah, that's why I got Evans with a Z, 111. Evil Soda asked, what gave you the idea of creating a YouTube channel? Now, I have kind of touched on this in other vlogs and you can probably put together the pieces if you've seen them, but long story short, I like making film, I like playing games. If I can make videos of me playing games, fantastic. I'm earning money for it, it enables opportunities, it's fantastic. I've gotten incredibly lucky getting a viewer base, getting a partnership, getting a directorship, and getting all the opportunities I have gotten. It's been fantastic. I'm getting to make video and films, I get to entertain an audience, I get to play games and actually make something out of it, so I'm not wasting my time. It's fantastic. It's win-win-win-win-win on so many levels, and if people are entertained when watching it, that's even better. So that is why I'm making YouTube videos, and I can't see myself stopping anytime soon. Then there is a Manster who asked, do you have a Twitch? I've never streamed. A lot of the time when I used to make videos, they were very much kind of edited highlight videos, and I put a lot of effort into editing. Only recently do I feel as though I've started doing single run gameplay commentaries, where it's like me talking for 15-20 minutes, half an hour, without cutting or anything like that. So before I definitely thought, yeah, I'm not really stream-worthy material, because I do too much in post, I do too much editing-wise. But now I could see myself streaming, I guess. I mean, I probably wouldn't be great at it. There would probably be silences and stuff every now and then. I wouldn't be that great at keeping an audience engaged. But I could try, and I'm thinking I might embrace the idea of streaming at some point. I just don't know when, and I don't know how, and I don't know exactly what I'm going to do that makes me worth watching. Because I know people like Josh and Aaron do stream regularly, and even Will streams every now and then. Their streams are all great and so professional, and mine, especially if I'm just starting out, would be so terrible compared to their standards, so I do worry about streaming, but it is something I would like to experiment with. Maybe at some point in the future when I'm more settled in and not dealing with so much. But it is definitely something I'm prepared to accept and start doing in the future. Then there is, I cannot even read that name, it is like Kylan Morgo? Morao? I'm so sorry, I have no idea. But the question is, what kind of gamer can you call yourself? And the answer is, I'm not anything other than a casual gamer. I play games like Dota, which is considered a hardcore game, one where you do have to invest a lot of time into it and you have to be good at it. But Even when I used to play Call of Duty, I never used to try hard. I always used to use the worst weapons, and I never camped. I always ran around. I had a very active play style, and it was very much run and gun. I was good. Like, I got a lot of kills, but with that came a lot of deaths. So I was very reckless, and I tried to have fun. So in that sense, I was casual. Then I got onto PC gaming. I did things like Dota. But with Dota, it's the same thing. I'm very good at playing a carry role and being very aggressive, believe it or not. But I'm very bad at not dying. And that's what makes me a casual player, I guess. I don't limit myself. I'm very reckless. And even with things like Warframe, which I invest a lot of time into, I'm still casual, because yeah, I've put hundreds and hundreds of hours into the game, and I've basically unlocked all the content. I'm at that point where I'm at end game, but I don't know things. Like, I don't know the min-max for builds. I don't know the best place to farm things like neurodes or whatever. And I don't look up information. I just treat it as a game. I don't treat it as anything more, because I feel as though if I start doing that with a game, then I don't find it fun. Hell, even when I used to play RuneScape back in the day, I did things so inefficiently, and I did things so wrong, that I can never call myself a hardcore gamer, or even a serious gamer. I'm too casual, in a way, and that's something I love and hate about myself, but yeah, I'm a casual gamer, sorry to break it to you. Okay, so from Twitter, there is @KarinaLunatic, sorry if I got your name wrong, and apple juice or orange juice. I've never really liked juices. If I had to go more towards one than the other, it would have to be orange juice. But I can't drink it without feeling really weird afterwards. It doesn't, my body doesn't cope with it too well for some reason. Hissila Snake asks, were you nervous when you first started chatting to people known as the crew? The truth is, yeah, because I did start as someone who watched their videos and thought these videos are fantastic. So when I started talking to them, it was a surreal experience for me. And when people talk to me now like that and say, oh my god, are you really Evans? And I still can't get over that. But I can understand what they're saying. I can understand the whole, you're talking to someone who you look up to, and it's a very weird thing. But I was nervous, and I still get nervous now, in a weird way, because I can't unsee that. I've always been in that position, so I will have always been there. It's always an element of my past, and it's something I won't ever necessarily get over, but it has always been like that. Togadai asked, what is your view on aliens? Do they exist? Should we actually be afraid of them? And are they an intelligent life form? I reckon there's no way in which they don't exist, because the universe is infinite. It's this huge world. Infinite probability theory states that somewhere out there aliens must exist, and we exist on Earth, so there's got to be a guarantee somewhere out there something else is living on another planet. And as for them being an intelligent life form, if we're just talking about aliens here as in life forms on other planets, not necessarily things out in spaceships like a lot of people associate aliens with, I don't think they will necessarily be smarter. If you look at humans and how far we come with electricity and stuff like that, and wireless signals and all this fabulous technology we have, it's fantastic. And I think we have really come far to do that. And if I think about, I don't know, if you look at other life forms on planet Earth, would they be capable of doing something like that? No. So I reckon aliens on other planets are probably nowhere near as technologically advanced as we are, or intelligent. They could be intelligent life forms, just not as intelligent as us, I guess. That's my opinion anyway. Timosis asks, you have favourite movies, but do you have any favourite TV series? It's hard for me to say, because with favourite movies, you watch them and you get an entire experience a lot of the time anyway. With TV series, a lot of them are ongoing. I have watched things like Breaking Bad, and I feel as though they are conclusive, they come to an end, and I think they're good. But I don't think I really have a favourite. I was planning on doing a vlog on TV series at one point, so I will save any detailed answers for that. But short answer is I don't have a favourite TV series. I have ones I like, but not a set favourite one, unfortunately. Shannon14455008 asks, how did you guys all meet? And I actually have to say, most of us met through Josh. It seems like, Josh being Rage, it's like he was the one person who kind of brought everyone together, and that sounds very dramatic and cheesy, but the thing is, a lot of us were friends of his, or viewers of his, or mutual friends of his, and that's how we all got to know each other. So essentially that's how we all met, through him. He's like the kingpin of the little group we have, which is great, but it's weird when you think of the actual reality of that, because it's not something I'd really thought of before trying to come up with an answer for this question. Peace asked, are you going to commit and play Dota now that after watching one of the best finals yet? I haven't seen the finals of the International 5 yet, but I have seen the games leading up to the finals, or a lot of them anyway, and it has been great. The meta in Dota right now is fantastic, and I would love to invest time in it. I will invest time into it if I get time to invest into it. I'd kind of switched over to Heroes of Storm, been playing that a lot, but I think that's coming to an end, and I will go back to the Dota side of things fairly soon. Then Becky Can't Fly just asked, have you watched Game of Thrones yet? I'm disappointed by Game of Thrones. It was built up so much. Everyone kept saying, oh, you should watch Game of Thrones. Oh, it's fantastic. Oh, so many people die. Oh, it's so, you'll never be able to see what's coming, and it's so unpredictable and so shocking. And I watched it, and I was expecting sex and death in every episode, but that didn't happen. Yeah, characters die, but nowhere near as much as, people hyped it up so much, and I think it's built up such an incredible amount of hype on social media, in friend groups and everything, that it just never would have lived up to that for me. Objectively, it's a good series, and I think it is good, but I can say I'm not a fan of it, and I couldn't finish it myself. I started watching it, I really wanted to enjoy it, and I should have loved it. I just couldn't. Every episode was disappointing for me because of how much it had been built up, and I couldn't enjoy it as a result of that. And then finally, Jake, I'm not missing you out this episode. You're asking, or I call you Jake, I always call you Rookie usually. Rookie, you do owe me a video game. That's from August 2013, but you do owe me a video game and I can't remember why. So let me know, I'd be thankful for that. This has been the second episode of Evanswers. Sorry if it has been rough, as I said, still feeling really rough. And I can feel it now that I'm 10 minutes in, or however long it's been. But this is me, Evans with Ed11. Please leave your questions here if you have any for the next episode on the 11th of the next month. This is me out. Peace.